Welcome to Milo's Mods, ladies and gentlemen. So, this is the worst blasters of 2024. Okay, and to preface this video, I didn't pick up many blasters. I was more selective in what I picked up this year, so I really didn't have that many true stinkers to pick from. Some people probably had a lot more than me, but this is just my opinion. I managed to find five blasters that I was not thrilled with, and that they either had certain problems or they made me want to rethink my life, type things. So let's begin, shall we? Number five, the Siren Narl. Okay, and you guys are gonna say, well, why the Narl? Well, simple. When this blaster came out, it was $25. The Aeon Pro X was $25. The Aeon Pro X is a much better blaster than this. Okay, this was supposed to be like a pistol offering, I'm guessing, but every pistol I've ever seen has a mag and grip or it's a revolver style pistol. You put the mag up here, this kind of makes it more like an SMG, in my opinion, is what it is. The other problems that I had too, aside from Siren's poor quality control, which is neither here nor there because this one actually worked fine, was this right here, the priming mag. It's wasn't the best thought out. It wasn't well thought out at all. Okay, if they would have put like a T-pull back here, it would have been much better. Now, people in the community have fixed that and they've made it so it has a T-pull on it and you can elongate the barrel, stuff from Xbox games. Okay, but to me, I saw this blaster as a non-issue and an afterthought. I basically picked it up because it was content. Well, to give you an idea, I haven't played with this blaster since I bought it last summer. Okay. So it's definitely not one of my go-to blasters. To me, this blaster was more or less like an afterthought, just another way to get money out of people. Okay. Now, on to number four. This is the Adventure Force Lancer. This blaster costs $15. This blaster made me rethink my life. Okay, the reason being is, look at what it looks like. Looks like a minigun, right? Now, I don't know about you, but me, every minigun I've ever seen in my life has a chain attached to it of some sort. No chain. It's front load. Why? Why would you do that? That makes zero sense to me. The blaster does everything it's supposed to do. It performs at the speeds it's supposed to, yeah, but why? Why? It makes no sense to me. None at all. Zero. Zilch. Nada. I just don't understand it. If you're going to make a blaster that looks like this, give it a flipping chain. I mean, seriously. It makes just wow. Just wow. That's all I can say. Now, on to number three. This is the Nerf Pro Torrent. Okay, and you're going to say, wow, we're going to see Pro Series blasters where you saw the Narl, and this is the Torrent. Okay, this was a $30 Springer when it came out, okay? And it's kind of hard to screw up a Springer, but Hasbro seemed to have done that. Yes, they did. You may ask, how did they do that? Right, most blasters that are Pro Series blasters, they have a metal barrel. No metal barrel, okay? It's just like a plastic straw for a barrel. That makes no sense to me. That definitely hampers performance. Another issue is the magwell. The magwell on these blasters is like egregiously tight. I mean, tighter than a well digger's butt. It's almost to the point to where it's not unusable, but it's just terrible. This blaster was supposed to take angled Talon magazines too. Some of them do, some of them don't. This one does, okay? With all that being said, this blaster also does not like worn darts. Okay, so if you have this blaster, you have to use new darts every single time. Just in my opinion, this blaster was $30. It did 150 FPS on a box, absolutely. But, and this is a big but, if you're going to make a blaster that's Pro Series, that costs $30, it needs to do a little bit more than that. Because consider, we have the Nexus Pro. That's $50. It does 200 FPS, or even the Aeon Pro, which is $25. That does 180 FPS out of the box. Got to see my point? So, like, Hasbro to me was just very late to the party. Now they're trying to play catch up. Now, and I was excited for the new Pro offerings this year from Nerf. Yeah, I know, that's amazing with me. You know, because of the Strife X. I loved the Strife X. It was a great little blaster, in my opinion, you know. But when they came out with the Pro Series this year, it's like that they kind of like shit the bed, for lack of better terms. I mean, I really don't know how to say this, you know. I'm sorry that my language is like this, but these blasters really upset me that much. You know, it was kind of like, you know, me just taking money and going, here you go. Especially with this one. Now, on to number 2. Yes. Yeah, are you really starting to see a pattern here? This is the Nerf Pro Sender. This was a 150 FPS flywheel. It cost 50 United States dollars. You know what killed this blaster? I'm going to tell you. The Maxim Pro. It was $40, did 150 out of the box, and it was LiPo ready. This blaster's not. You have to do a full rewire to get LiPo out. Also, the other problem is this blaster suffered from very poor quality control along with the Torrent, such as this one doesn't even shoot straight. The way to fix it is you got to open it up because the flywheels aren't even pushed all the way down and locked into position. You have to go inside and push down the flywheels. I have yet to do that to this blaster. I will eventually when I get around to it. But needless to say, that was the other problem, you know. And again, the extremely tight magazine well. And I don't get it. You know, you did fabulous with the Strife X. You really, truly did. And then you give us this? The hell were you thinking? Were you even thinking? You know, I mean, and some people are going to say, oh, well, that blaster was great. No, it wasn't. It seriously wasn't. You know, but that's it, you know. And I don't want to upset people, but these things have to be said. You know, if I had to choose between this blaster and a Venom Pro or a Maxim Pro, I would either take the Venom or the Maxim. You know, just because of better performance and pretty much LiPo ready. Now, number 1 is an entire series of blasters. Yeah, I'm not kidding you, an entire series. The N series. Okay, I only bought 2 of these blasters from the entire series. And I was severely disappointed with the ones I got. And yes, the blasters look fine and all that, you know. I mean, well, minus the ward, it's just hideous, but you know, the Sprinter looks fine and all that, but main problem is this. These are the N series darts. And these darts cost like way too much for what they are. You know, they're like $10 for like 50 pieces or more. That's ridiculous. Considering that you could go to Walmart and buy 200 AF waffle heads. But however, Adventure Force waffle heads won't fit in these blasters. These are 14 millimeter darts, you know, and most of our stuff is 50 cal. Now, some of you are going to say, well, you know, that's not fair, and people have modded these to do short darts. Oh, yeah, they have. They certainly have, and good on them. I personally would not waste my energy. Okay, and there's nothing wrong with the blasters. I just can't get past the ammo. You know, and they said that we killed the elite line. So I was wondering, did they give it a soldier's death? Probably not. You know what I'm thinking they did? I'm betting when they came out with these darts and all that, you know, because they said, oh, well, we need to make more money. So we'll make a proprietary ammo just like we always do. You know, this is a cash grab, okay? That's what this is, a cash grab, okay? But when they killed the elite line, they probably just took it out back and strangled it to death and threw it in a dumpster. That's sad. You know, the Elite line went on for so many years. It was fabulous. Look at the Retaliator. Look at the Rapid Strike. Look at the 900 iterations of a Strike. Look at all the other stuff that ran on 50 cal. It's going on forever. My whole point is, if it's not broke, you don't fix it. You shouldn't have to if it's not broke. But Hasbro feels the need to break it. And now, most of these N series blasters are on clearance and closeout. If that tells you anything, they were not well received by anybody at all. I mean, the prices were appropriate, yeah, but because this one was like $30, but that's like the flagship flywheeler, but the prices were appropriate. It's just that it wasn't well received because parents don't have the kind of money to go out and spend $10 for 50 pieces of ammo, considering that they'll just buy their kids an Adventure Force blaster or a Busby blaster or a DZ blaster or an X-Shot blaster, and they all take 50 cal ammo, and you can go to Walmart and buy 200 Adventure Force waffle tips for $10. They would much rather do that than spend $10 on 50 pieces. You kind of see my point? That's why I say the entire N series has got to be the worst blaster of 2024. That's it. I challenge you to prove me wrong on that one. I know you will say, well, people converted them over to short darts and all that, but to me, that's irrelevant. I just saw that they took the blaster, that they took the N series, and instead of leaving like the really cool designs on them, like they got and made them all shoot 50 cal, they made a new type of ammo just to squeeze every little dollar that they can out of people. Corporate greed. What can I say? But in any event, ladies and gentlemen, these are my top 5 worst blasters of 2024. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and to subscribe. And until next time, this is Miller's Mods signing off.